In the realm of sports, there are moments that are so amazing that they stop you in your tracks and help you comprehend the history being produced. But there was another significant occurrence that happened recently that really deserves our attention. But before we go any further, you may subscribe to the channel for free in just 2 seconds if you enjoy these kinds of videos. Alright, let's go back to our video. Here are the 10 most recent mile world records set over the past few decades. Starting back in 1975, there was Tanzania's Filbert Bayi, who ran a 3-minute and 51-second mile. And this list goes all the way up to the world record set by Hicham El Guerrouj in 1999 at 3 minutes, 43.13 seconds. Now, for some context, almost every world record run since 1975 was achieved by some kind of global killer, as John Walker, Steve Ovett, Sebastian Coe, Steve Cram, Nuruddin Morselli, and El Guerrouj all managed to win either an Olympic gold medal or a world championship title. So, to put it simply, if you want to break a world record over this distance, you literally have to be the best in the world at this point in your career. And while international accolades and global recognition is a big part of this story, the other side of the mile world record progression comes from the total time that each athlete held this record. Starting back in 1975, Bayi held the world record for a very brief period, as he only held the record for slightly less than 3 months. And following Bayi, Walker became the first man to ever break 350, as he ran a 349.4, which stood for almost 4 entire years. Now, after John Walker, the United Kingdom's Sebastian Coe and Steve Ovett would have a fiery rivalry during the 1980s, with both athletes switching the world record a total of 5 times. And each of these records stood typically for only a few months. But then, in 1985, Steve Cram, also from the United Kingdom, shocked the world with a powerful 346.32 in Oslo, Norway, taking down everyone in this field with a lightning-quick finish.
He's moving into second. He has a chance at the record. It's Cram lifting, Coe fading, and he...
With a duration of little over 8 years, this 346.32 set a world record for the longest time in a generation. But in 1993, Nuruddin Morselli became the first athlete to ever go under 345, breaking Cram's record with a time of 344.39. This world record was also certain to endure for a long time, because it lasted for almost 6 years. That is, until Hicham El Guerrouj of Morocco arrived and produced his famous 343. Now, because many of these recordings only existed for a very short time, they were practically undetectable on a list like this. But in this instance, the length of El Guerrouj's record is the most crucial information to understand, because, unlike any record that came before him, this one stood for a ridiculously long time. When shown graphically, it also seems to be in a different universe. The fact that El Guerrouj's cumulative time of 27 years is longer than the total of the 9 previous world records is the most significant feature of these 10 recent mile records. To understand how fast his mile was, you must first understand the athlete. From 1997 until 2004, El Guerrouj was virtually unbeatable. I say that literally because, at one point in his career, he had such an incredible winning streak in both the 1500 and the 1-mile distances that commentators essentially proclaimed him the winner before the race ever started. El Guerrouj's nearly unbeatable running record was further cemented when he won 83 of his 86 races between 1996 and 2004, 2 of which sadly took place at the Olympic Games. Noah Ngeni outkicked him in 2000 and tripped him once in 1996. El Guerrouj was essentially the type of athlete you would invest in. For this 1-mile world record in 1999, everything came together. First of all, El Guerrouj broke the world record for the mile at age 24, which is, by all accounts, in the middle of your prime running years. It was made even better for this legendary Moroccan in 1999 by the fact that his pacers were among the world's top distance runners, William Tannoui in particular, whose fastest time in the 1500 was 3 minutes and 30 seconds. He finished 1200 in 2:47. Furthermore, Noah Ngeni finished in 3:43, possibly faster than he would have if he hadn't been there, by staying tight behind a charging El Guerrouj during the final 400, pushing him down the home stretch. When combined with the perfect weather, pace, age, and timing, El Guerrouj's influence was so far ahead of its time that it affected multiple generations of runners. For 27 years, no athlete could catch him. The men's mile has finally reached a new level, but that was just a few days ago, because Josh Kerr's time of 3:42.66 in this year's Diamond League in London ultimately shattered El Guerrouj's nearly impossible record. To tell the truth, I'm still having trouble comprehending how quickly things happened. Because Josh had accomplished several incredible feats before 2026, like setting an indoor world record for the 2-mile race and winning a world title in the 1500 in 2023. To be honest, though, there were no other obvious indications that he would arrive so quickly. Many people are curious about how Josh Kerr was able to run that fast and so flawlessly. Did the Pacers support him at his happy moments? Was the weather in London quite perfect for this 1-mile attempt? Were those shoes brand new? Was that a brand new racing suit? Was it working out? Did the altitude change? How did he manage to do this? To be honest, Kerr's time of less than 3:43 was likely influenced in some manner by each of these factors. But I've learned that Josh Kerr actually ran one of the most complex and fast-paced races in history. As usual, it all comes down to the numbers. Here are Josh Kerr's 400m splits for this 1-mile run. Now, this is mostly known by many track fans out there, and as you can see, Josh Kerr ran every 400 split under 56 seconds with a blistering final 400 under 55. But what happens when we open up this pacing chart is something absolutely magical. Because when we dissect Kerr's 100m splits, we can see that the biggest gap between his fastest 100 and his slowest 100 is only 0.77 seconds, as his fastest recorded split was 13:48 and his slowest was 14:25. This is insane consistency in such a quick run. To achieve anything like this, you really need to have a solid strategy and be completely focused. And a particular thank you to the Pacers, who really helped make this event a success. But what happened in the final 700 meters was even more ridiculous than the entire race, because during these final moments, Kerr turned on the jets and produced a truly incredible tempo. Because for this final 700, the total distance between Josh's fastest and slowest 100 was only 0.13 seconds, which is genuinely absurd. Because for his final 800, Josh somehow accelerated. And he also negative split with a final 800 of 150.8. And yet, he still maintained one of the most consistent paces that I have ever seen in a world record. It took a perfectly timed Herculean effort to bring about El Guerrouj's eventual demise after 27 years of waiting. Following this momentous accomplishment, Kerr has already stated that he wants to break the 1500 world record. The individual who could run a 3:25 in 15 would be Josh Kerr. I'm not sure when this world record will be broken again. I'm not sure if it will go on for another 27 years. However, Josh Kerr has currently broken one of the oldest world records in the sport. You might be curious as to how this man celebrated. The next day at 5 in the morning, he went out for a single drink and went for a run, the average day of a world record holder. If you enjoyed this incredible and exciting track and field highlights, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.